Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance, and here we are looking at David G671, and he's in the Tier 9 American SPG, the M55. How do you know it's the M55? Well, it's all in the barrel. It's a very big barrel because it's the 8-inch barrel of the M47 howitzer. If it was the 155mm gun, it would be longer and thinner. And battle's underway. We're on the south spawn of Malinovka, and we can see a maple leaf on the side of David G's tank, so obviously there's a Canadian connection there somewhere, and he's setting off to find a hiding place somewhere in the bushes. He's selecting his tree. Nope, don't throw another one. Trees won't conceal the tracer completely, but they do tend to provide a little bit of guesswork to the enemy exactly where the Arty is. And he's extending his aim. Let's have a look. Oh, he's looking for the enemy Arty area. Now, T-43 has turned up near the southern cap. But there, a tree went down. Just saw a tree go down. That could be an enemy Arty looking for its firing position. There's another tree goes down. David fires at the first one. Got quite a long reload. It's only got 20 rounds of ammunition in the M55. And another tree goes down. Now that tree falling the way it does indicates that might be the place where the enemy Arty is located. And another tree goes down just out the corner of his eye. So this enemy is being very careless about knocking trees down. Can't see any tracer yet. Okay, he's loaded for the next shot. No, still no tracer. Oh, a tree went down. Another one. Let's have a look. David shoots in. Another tree goes down. And he... he's killed a Rhine metal borsig. That'll teach him a lesson. Don't knock trees down. It tells enemy Arty where you are. Oh dear, that's a funny one. I've never seen that happen so quick in the battle, but except when I've done it myself, where I took out a Stura mill that way. But well done there, David. Nice shot. Oh dear. And we've got a T10 up on top of the hill, and he's engaging the heavies on David's team. Then making a nice run up the top of the hill to the windmill. Ah, there's an enemy T-29 so appeared near his cap, and there's a T-28 prototype there as well. Now, I'm not sure if David's spotted that yet, but I hope he has. If you pay attention to the minimap a lot, then you will spot these things and realise the threat. Yes, he has spotted it. He knows that's a threat. Now, he's got a Jagdtiger and I think it's an AT-15 trying to stop that T-29 from progressing any further, but obviously they have taken some damage from enemy tanks at the other end of the field. And that looks like that was an enemy Arty round. Yep, the enemy Arty just fired in. So they've been stunned. And the enemy Arty is an M53, 55 as well. Okay, now he can get a shot in there to hit that T-29, but it would be a difficult one. Okay, he's fired at the KV-4 that's joined the T-29, and he splashed both of them. So that's very good. He actually did that without actually hurting his own teammates. But they are still receiving artillery rounds from the enemy M53. And they're being shot at by that T-28 prototype we saw earlier. Right, now he needs to get at least one of those attackers out the equation if he's going to protect his teammates. And he's indicating the KV-4 with his T-key. But the AC-15 is taking a lot of hits. And he shoots. And he splashes the T-29 to death and stuns the KV-4. He also did 291 damage to the KV-4 as well. But they've lost the AT-15, and the Jagdtiger is really being badly hit as well. Not just by rounds from the T-28, but whenever he backs up, he gets hit by the Arty as well. He's backing up again. He's obviously got to be careful, because if he backs up too far, he's going to get hit by the other end, from the other end. And he is! Yep. He's been taken out by the Su-122-54, the enemy tank destroyer, and David gets a hit in on the KV-4. It's 421 hit points. It's quite useful. That brings his total up to 1,352 hit points so far, and he's relocating more out of the fact that he's actually in danger from the KV-4 and the T-28, so he needs to get as far away from them as possible while still being able to fire on the cap. And he's being joined by an Emil 2, a heavy, and a black dog. Now I can't understand why they've come over to this corner other than to try and protect David G, maybe. But it seems a bit silly because they should be helping the rest of their team. They've just got a lone IS-6 on top of the hill with a T-28 prototype up there. The rest of David's team have been wiped out, except for the ones who are on the upslope of the hill. That's a lovely shot there, right into the T-28 prototype. And that clears the way for the IS-6 to come down the hill, except for there's a T-29 and a T-25-2 tank destroyer, and they're down on that little hill overlooking the lake. And an Su-152 has been spotted, and he's heading up to the IS-6, so David needs to get around into that I-152 as quickly as possible. He lines up the shot, leads it a little, right into the side of the Su-152. 433 hit points and 4 critical hits. That should help the IS-6. Unfortunately, trying to shoot that T-29 in that dip is going to be very, very, very difficult. And that Su-152 is still suffering from stun. Oh, they've lost the IS-6. It's been taken out by the T-25-2. And the Su-152 is returning to the hill again. And the black dog, instead of actually being in the corner of the map, has now decided to go out and do his job properly, scouting for the enemy. But he's been taken out by the Su-152. So they're now 2 tanks down. David fires in around, he splashes the T-25-2 for 365 hit points. But he still can't do anything about this T-29. It's in the dip. Even if you change the battle assistant, you can see the extent of the problem. While he's in that dip, he is virtually untouchable. It's an Arty safe position. Unless, of course, the Arty is firing from the opposite direction. Then it's a very unsafe position. And he can't hit it. If he fires, he'll either hit the lip of the rise, or the shell will land in the water. Yes, he's testing the field of fire, and I think he can see the problem. Okay, we've got that 122-54, the one that took out the Jagdtiger earlier. He shoots. It's a little late. It falls behind the 122. Okay, that T-29's come out the dip now. And he's engaging David's team. Let's see if David can put a round into him. Almost loaded. Just put the dot, the full marker, just behind the enemy. Round out. Now. And he kills the T-29. 8-inch shell right in the face. Good night, Vienna. But we can't see the rest of the team. And there's only 3 members left on David G's team, facing off against 6 enemy. They're outnumbered 2-1. And a Leo's turned up near the cap. David's trying to line up a shot. He's almost reloaded. And the T-29, the Emil was near him. He's actually helping because he tracked that Leo. And David then puts a shell right into the Leo, wipes him out. But that puts David on reload. And that Su-152 is approaching rapidly. And an IKV. And I suspect that Su-122 is coming round to the south as well. They're sensing the... Yep, there's somebody capping. That's probably the 122. Oh dear, you can see trees falling. He knows the enemy's there, but he can't see exactly where they are. He's loaded. The SU-152 has turned up. The SU-122 rather. He's lining up a shot on it. He shoots. I think he got the... Yes, I think that one did actually hit it for 492. I think that was a direct hit. I think it overflew actually, but it still hit the target right in. Overflew where he was aiming. Direct hit on the target. Now he's still reloading and there's nothing he can do about this. The 122 is going to come in and yep, that was inevitable. He's been taken out and he's the last member of the team alive, so it's a defeat, I'm afraid. If we have a look at the scores, it's a second class tanker for David G671. He's got a bruiser medal because he damaged at least 5 modules or incapacitated crew. He's got a fighter medal for getting at least 4 kills. In fact, he got 5. He's got a Gore's medal, so he did 10 times the hit points of his vehicle in damage. And he's got a high caliber because he scored the highest amount of damage overall out of everyone. And if we look at the team scores, he was 4,523 hit points of damage. Top on that, 5 kills as well. Top on that. And he earned 556 base experience points. So he was the highest on everything on his own team. He did as much as he could, but it appears that the rest of his team did virtually next to nothing. And in fact, actually, if we look at the damage, you can see that Black Dog did no damage at all. Absolutely nothing. Neither did T29. In fact, you know, 5 members of his team, which included some heavies, didn't do anything in that battle, so that's a pity. So let's have a look at the detailed report. He fired 12 shots, 5 direct hits, 5 penetrations, so that's a good conversion rate. 8 were splash. He did damage of 4,523 hit points, or 3,770 at more than 300 meters. He received 2 hits, 2 penetrations, and he's damaged 9 enemy vehicles, destroyed 5. His damage caused by stun was 261, and he caused 8 stuns. He's got a premium account, so he earned 46,362 credits. Then he gets a personal reserves bonus of 25,974, and on top of that, the 5,587, which is called achievements, but elsewhere it's called courageous resistance. But that's for getting an epic medal to equalise your scores with the other team. So he earned a total of 77,925 credits, but after deductions for repair and for ammunition, he walks away with 41,760 credits, which is still a decent score. He received XP of 834, add on the achievements, the courageous resistance for 484, and the personal reserves bonus of 1,319, and he takes away 2,638 experience points. So well done, David. You certainly did your part, your job in that battle. It's a pity that the rest of the team couldn't do their part. But still, it's nice to get a Gore's medal and to get a high caliber. So well done. If you like this battle, please do give it a like and do subscribe to our channel. And hopefully I will see you in the next replay.